Now, ito naman. Compute the maximum force P that can be applied to the foot pedal. The 6 mm diameter pin at B is in single shear and its working shear stress is 28 MPa. The cable attached at C naman has a diameter of 3 mm and a working normal stress of 140 MPa. Now, essentially, sa problem na to, hindi binigay yung P, hindi rin natin alam yung T. So, essentially pala, yung tanong is, ano yung maximum force P? So, we can still apply treating P as 1. Yung the same kanina. Diba yung F, tinreat natin as 1. And then, kinuha natin yung force in AB sa BC in terms of that variable. Now, the same lang dito. Kung ano yung unknown, pwede mo siyang i-treat as 1. And then just multiply the variable right after kapag nakuha mo na yung results. So, what if i-treat ko na lang yan agad as 1? And then, what can we first form? Kailangan kasi tayo ng tatlong equations. Kasi diba, at point B, meron tayong dalawang reactions. Meron tayong BY, meron ding BX. Ayan. So, unknown yan. Unknown rin yan, yung T. So, tatlong unknowns, tatlong equations yung kailangan. Kasi yung P, tinreat ko na kasi yan as 1. So, this is essentially parang hindi na yan unknown sa approach natin. So, first, I can sum up moments about point B. Ayan. To eliminate BX and BY. So, we have one. Yung rotation na makukos niya about point B is counterclockwise. So, minus 1. Then, multiply natin by the perpendicular distance, which is 150. Diba? So, times 150. And then, yung T naman, meron siyang vertical and horizontal components. So, ito yung horizontal component going to the right. This is equal to T. This is with respect to the horizontal. So, T cosine 10. Ito kasi yung adjacent side. And then, our vertical force naman is T sine of 10 degrees. Ayan. So, again, moment at B, yung T cosine 10, line of action niya tatama sa point B. So, wala na yung rotation. But yung T sine 10, meron siyang moment arm na 50 mm. And then yung ikot niya is clockwise. So plus T sine 10. Then multiplied by the moment arm, 50. Tapos equate to 0. Kasi yan lang yung forces na magkakos ng rotation about point B. Now next naman, we can sum up forces horizontal. Ayan. So, we would have BX going to the right as assumed, and then plus T cosine 10. This one. To the right pa rin. So, equate mo yan to 0. And then, ano pa? Ano pa yung equation na kailangan natin? We can essentially form two equations. But depende na yan sa preference mo. Na yung gagawin ko na lang is pwede ka kasi mag-moment sa C to provide anong tawag dito? To provide a more efficient solution. Yan na lang yung gagawin ko ngayon. So, summation of moments about point C equals 0. We would have 1 negative 1 kasi yung rotation na makukos niya about point C is counterclockwise. And then our moment arm is 150 plus 50. Ayan. And then, we have BX. Line of action niya, tatama sa point C, so wala siyang rotation na makukos. So, itong BY na lang. So, plus BY. And then, multiplied by 50. Bakit plus? Plus, since clockwise yung rotation na makukos ng by about point C. So, equate mo na yan to 0. And then we already have 3 equations. So, 3 equations, 3 unknowns, mas-solve na natin yan. So, dito ka lang sa mode, and then equation, but instead of 2 unknowns, dito ka na sa 3 unknowns. So, press 2. But again, kailangan naka-arrange yan. I-arrange natin to. Kailangan lahat ng constant terms, ilagay natin sa right side ng equation. So, this would be, copy ko na lang yan, t sine 10 multiplied by 50, and then equals 150. Tapos, yung second equation naman, i-arrange na lang din natin yung variables. T yung nasa unahan. So, dito, we have t cosine 10 plus bx equals 0. And then, for the last one, walang variable dyan na t. So, magsisimula tayo sa wala ring bx essentially. So, sa by tayo. So, by multiplied by 50 and then equals, move natin yan sa kabila, it will be positive. So, 1 times 200. Ayan. So, treat ko na lang yung t as x. Treat ko yung bx as y. And then, by naman as z. So, dito tayo. Coefficient ng t or x, di ba? Yan yung a. Coefficient ng y is b. And then, coefficient of z is dito sa c. Tapos, yung d naman, yan yung constant term na nasa right side ng equation. So, ito pala, this is sine 10 multiplied by 50. Ayan. And then, walang term dyan na merong bx, wala ding by. So, automatic ka na, dito ka na sa 150. Ayan. Tapos, sa second equation, merong t cosine 10. So, dito yan sa x. Kadugtong niya. So, cosine 10. Then, bx, nasa y yan. So, ito, meron siyang coefficient na 1. Diba? Meron niyang 1 essentially. And then, equal 0 na lahat. Kasi walang term dyan na merong by. And then, for the last one, walang term na containing t, wala ring bx. So, 0, 0. Pero yung by, meron siyang coefficient na 50. So, 50 dyan. And then, dito naman, 1 multiplied by 200. Or, pwede ring 200 na lang. So, press equals. Ito yung force ng, ano to? Ito yung t. Diba? Kasi yan yung x. So, t is equal to 17.276. And then, bx naman, this is negative 17.014. And then, by is, press equals ulit, this is 4. Positive. So, yung direction pala ng bx, instead of going to the right, this is going to the left. Ayan. But again, ano yung tinrate natin as 1? Diba yung p, tinrate natin as 1. Therefore, all of the answers here are in terms of p. Therefore, yung t pala, this is to be multiplied by p. Ito rin, saka ito. Ayan. So, ito na yung forces na gagamitin natin para sa calculations. So, first, meron tayong wait lang. Meron tayong working shear stress para sa pin at B. So, dito muna tayo. Based on the pin at B. Ayan. So, this is subjected to shear stress. Tapos, sinabi dyan na naka-single shear. So, wag mo nang i-multiply by 2 yung area. Now, our allowable stress is 28 MPa. This one. Equate natin yan sa force. Ano yung force na dadalhin niya? Diba? Pin at B, it will carry RB. And then RB is equal to square root of bx squared plus by squared. So, ito na lang. Yung ilalagay mo na lang sa calculation, ito yung technique ko. Yung P, ilagay mo na lang sa gilid. And then, just input here, square root of, ano yan, yung bx is negative 17.014. But you can just use the positive value. Since yung negative value, square mo yan, it will just be positive. So, 17.04 squared. Tapos, plus, yung by is 4p. So, plus 4 squared. And then, multiply mo yung p dyan. And then, divided by the area. Area is pi over 4. Diameter is 6. So, multiplied by 6 squared. Ayan. So, solving P, we would have 28. Shift solve na lang. And then, square root of 17.04 squared plus 4 squared multiplied by P divided by pi over 4 multiplied by 6 squared. So, solving P, we have 45.23 newtons. Ayan. So, ito yung based on, ano yan? Based on the pin at B. Pero, meron din tayong cable attached at C. And then, meron din siyang stress condition. Yung working normal stress niya, or axial stress, is 140 MPa. So, ito yung force dyan, essentially yung T. And then, yung cross-section, perpendicular to the screen, ito yung diameter niya, 3 mm. So, based on the cable, we would have stress. Yung working stress niya is 140 MPa. Ayan. Equals, ano yung T in terms of P? Diba, 17.276 P. So, lagay natin yan dito. Ayan. Then, divide by the area. Area is pi over 4 multiplied by 3 squared. So, solving P, palitan na lang natin to. 140. Tapos, 17.726. And then this is 3. Ayan. So, 55.82. 17. For well, 0.276 pala. Ayan. So, 57.28. Tapos, naka-newtons. So, alin dyan yung pipiliin natin? 45.23 or 57.28? Yung tanong is maximum force P that can be applied. So, kailangan walang magfe-fail. Yung pin at B, kailangan safe siya, saka yung cable at C. Therefore, we have to pick 45.23. Mas maliit kasi yan. Ayan, so ito yung maximum safe load. Ito yung kaya ng cable, but hindi yan kaya ng pin. So ito dapat yung magagovern.